throughout the beautiful nation of Kenya, and of course sending all our beautiful winners beyond as we celebrate.
We are very excited to have Sportpesa on board as the title sponsor, and we have unveiled the logo today, so we are quite excited. Coming from the huge successful hosting of CHAN, we are hoping to continue on with the momentum and ensure that our leagues and competitions locally also keep growing as we prepare the national team for AFCON 2027 and even bigger tournaments in the future, including preparation for World Cup qualifiers. So for us, we will keep looking for new partnerships, forge new collaborations with all stakeholders across the board to ensure that we run a successful federation and also run a successful league. The enhancement of the prize money is a very, very big boost to the local teams. As you may have known, in the past we paid about 5 million shillings to the league champion. Now the prize money, thanks to Sportpesa, has moved to a total of 20 million, with the federation sourcing for the balance. 10 will be from Sportpesa, 10 will be from the federation and our other partners, where 15 million will go to the champions, and then the 5 million will be distributed to the first runner-up and second runner-up.
Sportpesa, we are coming here as partners, and that's one of the key things: how to promote the football, how to make sure it goes to the fans, how to do all that. If you were talking to a different sponsor, they would have quantified that amount and put it as a figure. For example, they say to market the league, we will spend 100 million, and that would have been part of the check. What we have put in the check is what is going to the federation. Remember, we'll have our costs as well, whereby we're going to be promoting the league. And as I said, we want to discuss with especially KBC to ensure that the free-to-air games, because Azam is the broadcast sponsor, but we need to have some free-to-air games that are going on our local TV channels so that fans who are not paying for pay TV can access the games. So that's one of the things we'll do. Secondly, again, fan experiences, and that's what you're mentioning, whereby other than what is being broadcast, what do we do to encourage people that going to the stadium is a fun experience, like what people now recently rediscovered with CHAN. It's always been a fun experience, but it has never been put out there that you can go to the stadium and have fun. Suddenly with CHAN, people have realized that football is a very fun experience to go to. And even in our league, that experience remains the same. Of course, unless we start seeing tear gas. I'm sure we will not see tear gas for some time. But that's what we want to do as Sportpesa. Engage people who are also strong on social media so that they show that the game is as good as CHAN when they go to the stadiums. Having a long-term partnership is very important for stability of the clubs. The prize money is one thing, but stability is very important, because some teams come to the Premier League and just because they cannot maintain themselves, they just drop off. Not because they have bad players, but that's just because they don't have the stability. And that's why it's a long-term contract. You could have a short-term contract, and it has happened before, where people come, sponsor the league for their marketing purposes only. And after 1 year, they just leave if they see that they're not getting the value. When you have a long-term partnership, it means now it's a partnership, not really just someone coming and saying, we are sponsoring the league, they just get the branding rights, and then they're not helping the league in any way. So there's a lot of value that comes behind Sportpesa being the league partner. These clubs should be private companies. They should be companies, so that when someone is running a club, they're looking to make a profit, and they need to run it professionally, so that when they hire a CEO, this CEO is looking at the money coming in and is trying to make money from ticket sales, sponsorships, making sure that players now are employees of the club and they are being paid. So that we do away with those situations where you hear players have never been paid, the club is getting money, they're doing it for other things. So that is something I'm working on personally. So in the next few months, you'll see me introduce an act, propose a bill to make sure that our sports clubs are companies as opposed to societies. And at the same time, I'll be asking for a tax rebate. Because remember, if you run as a company, you don't want to be classified whereby you're a company, you're meant to pay taxes, and it's a very different form of business. So we want to ensure that even if they are registered as companies, they don't lose that aspect whereby they are supposed to pay taxes.